son.
Hey guys, Thetcglover here. How you doing today? So I've got a new camera and I'm sort of trying to break it in, see how it looks. Done some tests and I think it's pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with it. So today's video is going to be a very brief one, talking about the Hero Strike structure deck. Now, of course, we know what's going to be in it. We know kind of exactly, basically the exact same as OCG, except one or two different cards. But the Hero Strike structure deck Elite is simply like the Noble Knight box set, except the Noble Knight box set had a bit more going for it. But this was a bit cheaper, but what you get included is the structure deck itself, which I'll have a picture of the Elite box, as well as what you get with it. So you have the structure deck, you get two little placeholders, which you can put in your deck box, which will have Contrast Hero Chaos, and it will have Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, and then we'll also get a mat that says Hero on it, and you can see a whole bunch of different heroes on it. As you can see, we've got the Wind Masked Hero, we've got Contrast Hero, Great Tornado, Goka, Voltic, Darklaw, Shadow Mist, and the last one is Elemental Hero Avion. Now, of course, why is Avion in this deck? And it seems confusing, really, because we know that Avion is now taking the place of Stratus. Now, we've known this for a while, but I feel like it's worth mentioning because I just feel it's pretty bad to make it a flagship of what they're selling here, or their business that they're trying to sell to you here. It's like saying, yes, we have taken Stratus out, and now we replaced it with Avion, which is nowhere near as good. No one's ever going to play it in the history of ever. It's probably the worst elemental hero ever. Even Nospi has more going for it. You are now getting it instead of the best elemental hero ever made. So it's kind of like adding salt to an already quite large wound, because we do know that the hero fan base is huge, right? I don't think there's ever a bigger fan base. There's quite a large fan base that flock to an archetype, but the hero's archetype has been the fan base's favourite for a very long time. The OCG loved them, the TCG loved them a lot, and I'm a TCG lover, and I can't love heroes the way that some people do. So the fact that Stratus was here in the first place, people couldn't find justification for it, because there were other cards in the game at that time that were good, if not better. As I've already talked about in a previous video about a year or two ago, Stratus has a lot of cards which can basically be compared to almost identically. Agent, Earth, Machina Gear Frame, tons of cards. Over the years, there's always been a card that somewhat replicates Stratus, except maybe the special summon part. So that in itself cuts into the profitability of the structure deck for Konami, because people want to see Stratus back before they commit to a deck like Heroes. Of course, Shadow Mist and Darklaw are very strong, but ultimately, to sell a Hero Strike structure deck Elite, where you are tampering with what you're giving to the player base here, and then you're actually releasing a larger box where you get the structure deck and a mat, and then on the mat you get Avion, it's like, what is the point selling this? That's the ultimate question of this video. What is the point selling basically something that you're tampering with and you're destroying? I mean, the deck has still got a lot of potential, but it's no longer as good as it could have been. So the OCG is getting got a much better quality of a structure deck. I mean, it's not as bad as Gear Gear's, because the Gear Gear structure deck in the TCG was absolutely awful. But this one is better, but it's not as good as it could have been, because Stratus coming back would have done a lot more for the game in a good way rather than a bad way. So I feel like releasing this structure deck Elite was a bad idea. And basically that summarizes my perspective on the video, and I feel like it's justified. I feel like it makes sense to not release extra stuff for a deck that you are purposely ruining its profitability in the first place. So with that, I would say for you, if you're going to play the deck, do not pick up the Elite unless you get it at the same price as the normal one, which I don't think you would, because it costs a bit more because of the mat. Unless you like the mat, I would say, if you got the cash, I would say to buy one of the Elite to get the mat. The mat isn't too bad. And then to buy the other two as structure decks on their own, rather than buying 3 different mats to buy that way, because you're not really going to save too much. Personally, I don't really find the mat too big of a wow factor, so I feel like I'm probably just going to end up just buying 3 of the structure deck and get a discount that way. So if you really want to play the deck properly, then do that, because Avion is just like, I don't want to see it on a mat, okay? Konami, I don't want to see how you've a travesty that you've committed to this structure deck. I don't want to see it on a map, okay? Simple as. So why did you put it on there? Simple. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and comment down below if you're gonna buy the elite or you're gonna stick to the normal ones, if you're actually gonna commit to the deck at all, or if you're preparing for the deck, because this is probably gonna help sell it a little bit, but not too much, because you know, smart people like myself can see right through this kind of marketing strategy which Konami's trying to pull here. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, the Thetcglover is out.